was like a downpour. I'd say a downpour.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the craziest and potentially career-ending tabloid scandals that got lost to time and the endless news cycle.
We now need some time, space and privacy while I complete my treatment.
Number 10. Aloe Vera.
Being an actor, it is my dream come true, but it is not my only dream come true.
What are the other dreams?
The life that I've built with my husband.
Julia Roberts' personal life has been a consistent fixture of the entertainment news industry. Her romance with Daniel Moder, a married cinematographer, set the gossip mill on fire, and frankly, Roberts did her best to stoke the flames. Moder's wife, Vera Steinberg, refused to grant him a divorce, hence the Aloe Vera t-shirt Roberts wore in 2002. A pun on aloe vera, the shirt was a clear message to her lover's wife. She refused to confirm the shirt's meaning in interviews, but given how not subtle the wordplay is, it's not exactly a mystery.
Baby,
No, me.
Now you're overreacting, okay?
No, don't do that. Don't you do that. Don't diminish my needs.
Despite the low blow, Roberts, her career and the relationship survived the drama. Roberts and Moder have been married since 2002.
You've been married now 13 years, isn't it?
Yes.
Actually, that's awesome. That's like 50 years in Chicago.
Number 9. David Letterman's blackmailer. In 2009, the late-night host went on air to describe how Joe Haldeman, a 48 Hours producer, tried to blackmail him.
The creepy stuff was that I have had sex with women who work for me on this show.
The man had learned of David Letterman's numerous affairs with women who worked for him. The host's marriage, career and show were all on the line. There was the potential for a complete flame-out here. Rather than give him the millions he asked for, Letterman opted instead to get Haldeman arrested and confess his many affairs with women who worked on his show.
But what you don't want is a guy saying, oh, I know you had sex with women, so I would like $2 million, or I'm going to make trouble for you.
He used his time slot to come clean to the world. While his damage control ultimately worked, blackmail like this had the potential to be devastating.
Haldeman also warned that he was going to keep copies of everything he had on Letterman for protection. The only way to be sure I never talk to anybody is for somebody to kill me. Well, I don't want that to happen.
Number 8. Matthew McConaughey's arrest. It's probably one of the least surprising scandals of all time. But it's easy to forget there was a time when getting caught with a certain illicit substance would be a career ender.
Say, man, you got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Matthew McConaughey's 1999 arrest was initially the result of a noise complaint. Police arrived to find the dazed and confused actor nude and playing some bongos.
Well, not everybody loves bongo music. Some do, some don't.
That's kind of subjective, and to me it sounded good.
It sounded good, yeah. Now, and you were naked? Is that also part of the deal?
I was buck naked, yeah.
Officers entered McConaughey's home after seeing paraphernalia, and he fought them off. Resisting police transportation could be a hard one to come back from. Luckily, a judge dismissed the charges, and McConaughey pled guilty to the noise complaint.
Did you learn anything from this experience?
Yes. Shut those damn windows to the neighbors that you don't know,
Number 7. Kendall Jenner's badly timed Pepsi. Pepsi's 2017 Live for Now short, featuring the model and reality star of Keeping Up with the Kardashians fame, was supposed to be a call for peace. Unfortunately, the internet was quick to point out that imagery of protesters and police were reminiscent of recent Black Lives Matter protests.
Pepsi pulled the ad within 24 hours and released a statement admitting they missed the mark and apologized for putting Kendall Jenner in that position.
Jenner's proximity to one of the most famous families in entertainment didn't help matters. The ad's message that a soda could cure such intense social strife was hailed as inauthentic at best, tone deaf and offensive at worst.
But after I saw the reaction and I read what people had to say about it, I most definitely saw what went wrong.
It was pulled, costing Pepsi millions, and Jenner became a laughingstock. Number 6. Ariana Grande's donut fiasco. You visit a donut shop with your squad. You spot the big tray full of fattening and delicious donuts. Then you're caught licking one of the display donuts on a security camera and saying you hate America? We've all been there, right? In 2015, Ariana Grande's antics were caught on camera for all to see. She managed to offend a lot of people, drumming up the fury of many who love America and many who simply think licking food that's on display in public places is gross.
Yes, I think she should be charged. I never had a B. I don't like the B rating.
He's not happy about the inspection, but he's hopeful.
There was even a local police investigation into the incident. In her apology, Grande said what she was actually critiquing was not America, but obesity rates.
I was so disgusted with myself. I shoved my face in a pillow and wanted to disappear. But instead of that, I'm gonna come forward and own up to what I did and take responsibility.
This explanation only required a second apology. Number 5. Reese Witherspoon's arrest. The Atlanta cop who pulled over a car drifting out of its line probably had no idea he was about to meet a movie star. And Oscar winner Reese Witherspoon was more than willing to let him know.
You know my name, sir?
Don't need to know.
You don't need to know my name?
Not quite yet. I'll get that
really?
information.
Okay. You're about to find out who I am.
She and husband Jim Toth were pulled over in 2013. Toth, who was driving, was arrested for driving under the influence. Witherspoon was arrested for disorderly conduct after carrying on, disobeying police orders to stay in the car, and declaring her rights as an American citizen.
You better not arrest me.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you kidding me?
No, I told you.
I'm an American citizen.
Clearly, the two were in the wrong. Luckily, she was quick to apologize and take responsibility before any real damage could be done to her career.
I'm obstructing your justice.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I'm being anti-American.
Yep. Go ahead, sit down.
Wow.
Number 4. Justin Bieber at the Anne Frank house. A few years into his career, Justin Bieber was making more headlines for his behavior than his music.
Justin Bieber was in Amsterdam recently visiting Anne Frank house, and he decided to enter something into the guest book, but what he entered is getting a lot of attention.
A dust-up with Orlando Bloom, a misadventure with a mop bucket, and a random dig at former President Clinton, and even a few street races marred his public image. But he made the ultimate gaffe when visiting Amsterdam's Anne Frank house in 2013.
Here's what he wrote, and I quote, "Truly inspiring to be able to come here. Anne was a great girl. Hopefully she would have been a believer."
While visiting the former home turned museum dedicated to the famed diarist, Bieber wrote in the museum's guest book that he hoped she would have been a believer. He might have been making reference to Frank's love of pop culture, evidenced in her famous diaries. Given the circumstances of Frank's death during the Holocaust, it reads as tone deaf and self-centered.
It's just not the most sensitive thing when you're in a museum about something so sort of solemn and sacred as Anne Frank.
Number 3. Christian Bale's Onset Rant. A big budget film set is a stressful environment. Apparently the stress got to star Christian Bale on the set of Terminator Salvation. He openly berated director of photography Shane Hurlbut in the middle of a take.
What don't you get about it?
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
The DP's adjusting of lights during a pivotal scene led the actor to lose it, launching into a rant that was threatening and deeply unprofessional. But a bad situation became worse when audio of Bale's rant hit the internet.
I think I wouldn't want to. Christian Bale is not the kind of guy you want to piss off.
Suddenly, everyone was weighing in on a workplace dispute that Bale and Hurlbut had privately settled months before. Other actors came to his defense, but the controversy probably did more hurt to the film than help it.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but I too have gone off on people because if you're professional, you know what you're not supposed to do.
Number 2. Dave Matthews Band and the Chicago River. The events of August 8, 2004 have since passed into Chicago legend, but the Dave Matthews Band became the subject of a truly wild and truly disgusting PR crisis.
There's even a sticker on the bridge as a reminder of that infamous brown, shower of sorts.
The rock group, known for hits like Crash Into Me, was touring in Chicago at the time. Their tour bus reportedly drove over a bridge and dumped hundreds of pounds of human waste into the Chicago River below.
They were doused from head to toe. Their hair was soaking wet, literally covered in urine and feces.
Clearly, whoever did the dumping did not see the tourist boat sailing under the bridge at the time. The passengers of the boat were soaked. The band themselves were not on the bus at the time, but they were sued by the state of Illinois and fined for the driver's actions.
Our biggest concern right now is our customer, safety and satisfaction.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Kategate, 2024. The Princess of Wales' disappearance from public life at the start of 2024 became an instant topic of speculation and coverage. The royal family's attempt to make her withdrawal less conspicuous only drew more attention, especially after it was reported she had had surgery.
With no details about what's wrong, the palace saying that's private, there's been rampant speculation about Kate's health.
Things reached a fever pitch when a Mother's Day photo of the princess with her children appeared to be edited, meant to reassure the public of her good health. This obvious attempt to fool them just made the speculation worse.
I don't care about those things, but the question to me is why did Kate apparently care enough to experiment with photo editing? What is exactly being cleaned up here?
Kate's own explanation that she was just experimenting with photo editing was not credible. Eventually, increasing salacious gossip forced her to finally admit her scarce public profile was a result of treatment for cancer.
It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who've taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful.
Did you remember these PR disasters? Tell us in the comments.
The apology that I posted, I kind of missed my opportunity to actually sincerely apologize and express how I was feeling because I was too busy preaching about my issues with the food industry.